guys, it's Stock Curry, and in today's video I've got a little bit of market news for you, but more importantly I've got some big updates for you on TSLA, CHPT, PINS, BABA, VLTA, and more. So let's get into it! Okay, there's just a little bit of market news for you guys today. First of all, Bitcoin hit a new all-time high of $67,000. On top of that, Ethereum hit $4,200. So those are both looking excellent. Now, Bitcoin did have a major pullback right before I recorded this video. It dropped down to around 64,500 within just a very short amount of time. So we'll have to see if the bullishness can continue or if we're going to get a little bit of pullback. Bitcoin and Ethereum are definitely overbought right now. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of pullback on those two and then a rise on some of the altcoins that have kind of missed out on the run-up lately. Also, on a little bit of smaller news, Donald Trump has come out with some social media site that he's going to be taking public via SPAC, and it's going to be NASDAQ listed, apparently. I would stay away from it. Donald Trump has a long history of losing money with businesses and failed businesses and lawsuits and you name it. So, personally, I would just be staying away from that one. I'm not even going to talk about it. That's it on that. Okay, let's get into our stock picks for today. I've got 9 stocks to talk about. For those of you guys who are new to this channel, my name is Stock Curry. I used to work as an analyst for some large investment banks, and now I analyze stock picks on YouTube. Every day, I spend hours and hours and hours watching YouTube videos, and then I consolidate all of the stock picks from the top YouTubers, and I put them together into a single video. I give you both the cliff notes on their stock picks, as well as my analysis on their stock picks. Now, if anything I talk about today piques your interest, make sure you listen to who I say talked about that stock, and then go watch their video to get the full details on what they said. Now, all I ask for putting all of this together for you guys is that you hit that like button, subscribe, and follow the page so that you can get notified when I release my next video. In fact, I'll give you 5 seconds to do that right now. Alright, before we get into today's stock picks, I just want to remind you that I am not a financial advisor. Nothing I talk about today is a recommendation to buy, sell, or hold. These are just my opinions which may or may not be accurate. Please do your own research before investing in any asset. If you're wondering what you're looking at right now, this is the Webull desktop app. Webull is the app that I use for my trading, and it is also the app that I use in all of my videos. If you'd like to get 2 free stocks worth up to $2,300, you can sign up for Webull using my link in the description below. When you sign up for Webull using my link in the description below and deposit just $100, Webull is going to send you 2 free stocks worth up to $2,300. Alright, let's get into today's stock picks. And first up is AWK. This is American Waterworks Company. This is a company that I've never talked about before on this channel. Water companies are starting to gain traction and might become the next hot sector. The reason is because there's currently a worldwide water shortage, and when water supply drops, prices rise. We've seen that in the automotive industry, how because of the global semiconductor chip shortage, there aren't a lot of new cars available to buy, and as a result, the prices of used cars has nearly doubled. Now there's a shortage of water, and as the price of water increases due to the supply and demand equation, water supply companies should see profits soar. Now the daily chart doesn't look super impressive, but if you look at the monthly chart, AWK has been an absolute beast over the past 10 years. So that puts into perspective just how much of a discount AWK is currently trading at. The traveling trader really likes AWK at the current price, and I do too. This stock would work best as a long-term hold. Next up is BABA. This is Alibaba. They're the Chinese version of Amazon. Jeremy with Financial Education talked about the reasons why BABA has been running up over the past 2 weeks. First, Jack Ma has been cited once again. While he's no longer CEO, he remains a large shareholder and a powerful influence. Further, BABA launched a new chip designed for servers in a bid to boost its cloud computing capabilities. Just like Amazon, cloud computing is a major part of Alibaba's business. But the biggest news is probably the fact that BABA is expanding globally next year and will be opening data centers in South Korea and Thailand. Technically, BABA remains bullish, although it is finding resistance at the 100-day EMA. Fundamentally, BABA remains very cheap with a PE of only 18.85. Now would be a great time to buy BABA, although you might be able to get it a little bit cheaper at around $170 later this week or early next week. Just keep in mind that the risk of China doing further crackdowns on BABA remain. Next up is CHPT. This is ChargePoint. They're the largest charging station company in North America with more than 70% of the total market share, and they are also in 16 European countries and growing. ZipTrader said CHPT remains at a historically cheap price. ZipTrader likes how CHPT's business model involves selling charging stations to physical businesses and then collecting a subscription revenue from those sales. ZipTrader said that over the next year or two, CHPT remains the best buy out of all of the charging station companies currently trading in the US. Although EVgo, ticker symbol EVGO, is a better buy when you start looking at more than 5 years out. Next up is FB. This is Facebook. The traveling trader had previously mentioned that FB was a good buy at the 200-day EMA. As you can see on the chart, FB hit the 200-day EMA and stayed there for 2 weeks, but did not drop below it. FB has now started to rise and is looking quite bullish. If you were waiting on confirmation of a rebound before buying into FB, you now have it. The traveling trader really likes buying FB at the current price. It is still trading at a nice discount, and this is a solid blue chip company. Next up is PINS. This is Pinterest. Keenan Grace let us know that PINS rose over 12% today after rumors came out that PayPal was in talks to buy Pinterest. According to Bloomberg, PayPal is looking to pay $70 per share for PINS, but Reuters reported that PayPal is looking to pay $80 per share. PINS closed Wednesday at $62.68, so there's a chance that you could still make a lot of money on PINS if you buy in now. And next up is PYPL. This is PayPal. I just told you how PayPal is rumored to be buying Pinterest. While PINS jumped 12% today on that news, PYPL dropped almost 5% today on that news. And that's because it's very expensive for PayPal to buy PINS. They're going to have to dish out a lot of cash. So PYPL is now back to the 200-day EMA, which has historically been a strong level of support for PYPL. The traveling trader likes PYPL at the current price because it is trading at a nice discount. Next up is TSLA. This is Tesla, and they're an American EV manufacturer. TSLA reported earnings Wednesday after the close. They posted both record revenues and record profits. Both earnings and revenue beat analyst expectations. Despite that, TSLA dropped over 1% after hours. This was fully expected. If you purchased that credit call spread that I talked about on Monday, you should be up quite a bit on that come Thursday. While it does look like TSLA will drop in the short term, it remains long-term bullish. Stockmo even talked about how TSLA is pushing a new revenue stream, insurance. The insurance side of Tesla's business is projected to eventually be 30 to 40% of their total auto revenue. That will be a huge boost to Tesla's revenue from this new product line. For the rest of this week and next week, I do see TSLA dropping down to between $805 and $835 before continuing its bull run. Tomorrow we'll take a look at how analysts change their ratings. If enough analysts upgrade their TSLA price targets, that could negate the pullback that TSLA is due for, and it could cause TSLA to rise up on whatever days those analyst upgrades come out on. Also, if you want a detailed review of Tesla's Q3 earnings, I suggest you go watch Jeremy with Financial Education's video that he uploaded Wednesday. I'll put a link to that video in the description of this video for you. Next up is TSM. This is Taiwan Semiconductor Manufacturing Company. The traveling trader likes TSM as a long-term hold because they are building another factory in Japan to help alleviate the worldwide semiconductor chip shortage. TSM is already one of the largest semiconductor chip manufacturers in the world, and this new plant will help them grow even further. Also, there's been a lot of concern about China taking over Taiwan, so having another factory in Japan should help alleviate any China FUD surrounding TSM. And last up is VLTA. This is voltage charging. They're a manufacturer of EV charging stations. Larry Jones gave an update on VLTA today. He admitted that VLTA is a falling knife right now, but said he is considering buying more soon. Now, you might think the reason VLTA has been dropping is because of heavy selling from short sellers. But actually, the utilization on VLTA has dropped from 100% all the way down to 44%. And that is as the selling has continued. In other words, short sellers are taking profits. Short sellers think VLTA won't go down in price anymore and that it will start going back up soon. That is matched by the technicals. As you can see, the RSI is at 29.11. Any number below 30 means the stock is oversold. Further, the MACD histogram is rising. So both the RSI and the MACD are pointing to VLTA bottoming out soon and rebounding. That is confirmed by the fact that short sellers are covering their positions. All signs point to VLTA rebounding soon. I would be very comfortable buying into VLTA at the current price. You have a real chance to double your money on this one. The average analyst one-year price target is $13.83, which represents a 105% upside potential from Wednesday's closing price. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video and got a lot out of it. Comment down below what your favorite stock pick is. And if you're looking for a broker to trade with, you can sign up for Webull using my link in the description below. When you sign up for Webull using my link in the description below and deposit just $100, Webull's going to send you 2 free stocks worth up to $2,300. Now, if you're not a US resident, or if you're looking to trade OTC penny stocks, or if you just don't like payment for order flow, then I recommend Interactive Brokers. Interactive Brokers is a highly discounted trading platform. They have really low fees. Fees start at just $1 US, 1 Canadian dollar, 4 euros, or 6 Australian dollars, depending upon where you live. And crypto trading starts at just 0.18%. And both Webull and Interactive Brokers both offer the full pre-market and after-hours trading. And I do want to remind you guys that whenever you sign up for either one of those, not only are you getting a great broker to trade with, you're also helping me to continue to produce these great videos for you. Now finally, I want to remind you to hit that like button, subscribe, and follow the page if you haven't already. I hope you have a lot of success trading, and I will see you tomorrow.